Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Scrapping with Shannon, 500 subscribers, YouTube hop. And she asked that we would scrap lift her, so I chose this layout to scrap lift. And it's of her son eating some of his favorite food in his favorite restaurant at Disney. So you will see some hidden Mickeys hidden. Well, they're not hidden very good. She likes hers to show up like I do. I'm going to scrap that picture of Malachi, and since he's facing the other direction, I am going to have my picture on the other side. I'm showing some things I die cut out, and that's a Tim Holtz stamp set, and I'm getting kind of low. I'm going to have to cut out some more, but I went ahead and layered them in advance, and I cut out the word journey from the Sizzix Varsity, and I'm showing it right now, and I did it in blue and yellow. And I also cut out the United States. And there's a world behind that die set right there. You can't see it because I put all those travel things together. And see those signs, those travel signs? I forget all about them until I'm editing the video and I saw them. And I thought about going back in there and throwing a few on here and taking my, SD card out and everything. But then I thought, where am I going to put them? My layout is pretty busy by the time I get done. But of course, the background paper is kind of on the busy side too. She used a pattern paper that already had circles and then she added some more. And she did 3 photos, one of him and 2 of the restaurant, I believe. But I only have the 1 photo. And Malachi's on a little riding toy. It's a truck and I'm trying to duplicate it a little bit. My truck's lower profile is not as chunky as his, but I'm trying to get the same colors and everything. And this die set, it does not actually have what I would consider the wheels. I guess the red part's the wheels and it's an empty space. It's for making cards and doing masculine cards. So I decided to use that 5/8 inch punch and cut it out black twice for my wheels, and then I put the red on top of it because on his truck it's black with the red, so I wanted to do the same. And the whole bottom part of the truck is blue, so that's why I'm putting all that blue on there. And then it's got this handle thing for him to hold on to. So I pulled out a label punch, which is sitting there over at the side, and ZK Success, and it punches out 3 labels. So I'm using 2 of them on the truck. One I'm cutting apart, but the other one I put the whole chunk right behind the cab. And then it has like a bumper thing sticking out in the back. It don't have much in the front. It's more inset, but I cut off the headlight and went ahead and put the red there, just so you can be sure and see the red. I Right on top of the little cab of the truck, it has the logo Tonka on there, I believe it is, or something. And I decided to put a little thing on top, and I wanted it angled, kind of like a light going upward, because some pickup trucks do have a light. And so I thought, well, I'll make it red like the Tonka thing, and then go ahead and have it tilted. And I'm highlighting this truck a bunch because I was thinking the whole time I'm highlighting it that plastic looks pretty shiny and reflects in the light pretty good. And so I put a lot of highlights on here. And I used, well, it's an off brand gel pen. It's not even very fancy, but it had a lot of good reviews on Amazon. And I could get 6. And I thought, I'm going to go ahead and try it. And I like it pretty good. Uh, I matted his photo with red, yellow, and blue, and I started to mat it in a pattern paper, which I'll end up pulling in and using in its simple stories from a travel thing. And only it all looked kind of girly when I pulled it out. And I thought, well, I don't want that. So I put it back, except for that one piece of paper. I went ahead and got it and thought I'd use it later. And this is the world I was talking about. And I thought about putting it on that blue one down there at the bottom because this one had those curly Q things. But then I decided maybe it'd fit better. Well, with just a little bit of adjusting and letting part of it hang off, and pulling it a little bit tight, it went really good. And since I had the world, the airplane, and I'm going to have See the World from that stamp set, I wanted to go ahead and have a compass on there. So cut out the compass. I cut out my bigger one. I have a Spellbinders one that's smaller, but I cut out the bigger one. And in Shannon's layout, she did add some stuff to pertain to the restaurant and Asian food and everything. So I'm adding, well, just a couple of round things, not much at all. If I had used my puffy signs, I would have added something else. But since I didn't use them, I forgot all about them laying over there. They didn't make it on the layout. I used that chevron punch. I first thought I would just kind of make a banner going across there with that striped paper. And I was going to use the chevron arrows, like an arrow in a couple of places, just put them on there. But while I was doing the layout, I thought, well, I think I'll just go ahead and have a bunch of them on here and have the truck driving on them. So that's what I ended up doing. And my journey is going to go right below the photo because that's my title. And it's, like I said, it's the Sizzix Varsity ones. So when it cuts out two cuts. It cuts an outline and it also cuts the letter. So if you cut it out twice, you've got the outline and you've got the letter and have two colors. So that's what I did. And then I used the other Tim Holtz, those little tiny ones, and I did travel at home and abroad because he is at home. But, they go all over the house and they stop and check things out, and so they're exploring and checking things out. So I thought, well, that's what I'm going to go with on the theme of my layout. And I had a jet in that one die set, and it's all one piece, and I really couldn't see getting another piece on there unless I put a yellow stripe. I was thinking of that. But if you look at the very top, well, now you can see it pretty good. It's a corner punch, and it punches out tiny stars. I don't use it too often, although I used to use it a lot, but it broke. And I got to line it up really good to punch out the stars because it has a little piece, I guess it broke off. And it was metal. I mean, it wasn't even plastic. It broke off. And if I line it up just right, I can still use it. So I wanted tiny stars, and I just went ahead and put them on the plane while I was punching them. I'm lining up again my stamps that's stamped out, and it says Faraway Places, Daring Adventures, Go, See, Explore, Own Your Dreams, and then down in the bottom left-hand corner, Never Stop Exploring. So I was picking the travel ones out of the stamp set. And now I am just adding some stars around the layout, just to have something to scatter on the layout. Even though I do have plenty of circles scattered on there. But when I was looking for a layout to do of Shannon's, and she gave us her um, Instagram, I seen this and I remembered this paper, and it's jelly bean soup, and I did a jelly bean soup layout. I believe it's coming up tomorrow, though. I think. I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember which day is coming up. But anyway, I thought of this when I seen her layout, so that's why I ended up using this paper. But if you look down there below, you'll see the links to everybody else that are doing the hop with Shannon and helping her celebrate. And so I hope you all help her celebrate too by going to her channel, watching her video, and comment and like and subscribe. But yeah, that's it. That's my layout. If you leave a comment below, I'll try to get back with you. If you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. If you are not subscribed to the channel, my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so very much. I appreciate that too. But have a happy, scrappy week. Have fun on the hop and see what everybody else did and which layout they picked out to scrap lift of Shannon's. And yeah, just have fun. Bye.